Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Satya's Chemistry. Today in this session we will learn second LAQ from atomic structure. The second question is, how are the quantum numbers NLM arrived and explain the significance of quantum numbers? Answer is, the quantum numbers NLM are arrived by solving Schrödinger wave equation. There are four quantum numbers. Those are principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. These quantum numbers explains as first property size of the orbit and position of electron, shape of orbital, orientation of orbital and spin of the electron. Here we should know about those two words. What is the meaning of orbit and what is the meaning of orbital? We should know clear difference between orbit and orbital. First, orbit. What is the meaning of orbit? Orbit means it's a fixed path. Okay, is it clear? Orbit means it's a fixed path in which electrons revolve around the nucleus. Suppose if we take, this is the nucleus, right? And this is the circular path and this is the fixed path. We call it as a orbit. What is the meaning of orbit? Orbit is a fixed circular path in which electrons revolve around the nucleus. This is called orbit. And what is the orbital? Orbital means where the probability of finding an electron is maximum. Probability of finding an electron. Probability of finding an electron is maximum. We call it as a orbital. And orbitals are sorry, S, P, D, F. Okay, is it clear? The difference between the orbit and orbital. So while writing these quantum numbers, you should keep in mind which quantum number explains us about the orbit and which quantum number explains us about the orbital. Okay, is it clear? So these quantum numbers explains us size of the orbit, position of the electron, shape of the orbital, orientation of orbital, again here orbital, and spin of electron. Okay, coming to the first quantum number, this is the principal quantum number. This principal quantum number was proposed by Bohr. Principal quantum number is denoted by letter N. The values for N are 1, 2, 3, 4 or K, L, M, N. That means this is the first orbit. That means it's N is equal to 1. If we draw another circle, this is the N is equal to 2 or this one is N is equal to 3 or we can write it as a K, L, M, N like this. Okay. Sorry. This is about the principal quantum number. This principal quantum number significance is, it tells us about the size of the orbit and energy of the orbit. What is the meaning of size of orbit? Size of the orbit is nothing but radius of orbit, Rn. How we calculate the radius of the orbit? Radius of the orbit equal to n square h square by 4 5 square m z a square. At the same time, with the help of this principal quantum number, we can calculate the energy of orbit. Energy of orbit En equal to, what is the formula? Minus 2 5 square mz square E4 by n square h square. Is it clear? What is the meaning of size of orbit and energy of the orbit? Size of the orbit nothing but radius. That means we are calculating the distance between from nucleus to outer shell orbit. Okay, so and the second significance of this principal quantum number is energy of the orbit. With increase of n value, size of the orbit and energy of electron also increases. That means, see, this is the n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. So with this increasing n value, size of the orbit and energy of the electron also increases. Is it clear? So second quantum number. Second quantum number is azimuthal quantum number. This quantum number also called as orbital angular quantum number. See here, we are saying orbital. That means it is telling us about the SPDF orbital. Okay, it is also called as orbital angular quantum number or subsidiary quantum number. This quantum number, that means azimuthal quantum number, was proposed by Sommerfeld. It is denoted by small l. The values of L are 0, 1, 2, 3 to n minus 1. Then what is the significance of this azimuthal quantum number? This azimuthal quantum number tells us about the shape of the orbit. Shape of the orbital. That means what are the orbitals? S, P, D, F. What is the shape of orbital? S orbital is spherical, P orbital is dumbbell, D orbital is double dumbbell, F orbital is complex cell. Number of subcells in a main cell. Number of subcells. In S orbital, how many subcells are there? Only one. For P orbital, P subcells are there. Px, Py, Pz. D orbital, 5. Those are dxy, dyz, dz, dx square minus y square and dz square. And F orbital subcells are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is about the subcells. Okay. Sorry. So if L value is 0, the subshell is S. If L value is 1, subshell is P. L value is 2, subshell is D. L value is 3, subshell is F. L value is 4, subshell is G. Okay, is it clear? That means azimuthal quantum numbers tells us about the orbital. Orbital is different, orbit is different. Orbit is fixed circular path. Orbitals are S, P, D, F, where the probability of finding an electron is maximum. Okay, and coming to the third quantum number, that is magnetic quantum number. This magnetic quantum number was proposed by Landé. Okay, and it is denoted by small m or ml. The values of magnetic quantum number are from minus L to plus 1 including 0. For a given L value, total number of m values are 2L plus 1. Okay, is it clear? What is the total m values for a given L value? M equal to 2L plus 1. Suppose if L value is 0, total m values are 0. If L value is 1, total m values are minus L2 plus 1 including 0. That means here 1 is there, right? So minus 1 to plus 1 including 0. That means minus 1, 0, plus 1. In the same way, if N is equal to 2, the possible total number of m values are minus 2 to plus 2 including 0. That means minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. If L value is 3, the total L values are minus 3, total m values are minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. This is all about the magnetic quantum number, and we should know what is the significance of this magnetic quantum number. This magnetic quantum number tells us about the orientation of the orbital in space. Orientation means it's 3D arrangement, right? So this magnetic quantum number tells us about the orientation of the orbital in space and number of orbitals in a subcells, and it explains the G-Man and Stark effect. Is it clear? It explains the G-Man and Stark effect. And last quantum number, that is spin quantum number. This quantum number was proposed by Uhlenbeck and Goldsmith. It is denoted by small s. The values of s are plus of for clockwise spin, minus of for anti-clockwise spin. That means clockwise spin we indicated with upward arrow, and anti-clockwise spin we indicated with downward arrow. What is the significance of this spin quantum number? This spin quantum number explains the spinning of electron around its own axis. That means it explains spinning of the electron. Spinning may be clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. If clockwise direction, we write plus of. For anti-clockwise direction, minus of. That means for upward arrow mark and downward arrow mark. Is it clear? This is all about the quantum numbers. Is it clear? While writing this quantum number, there is the hint how to write this quantum number. So for each quantum number, first you should write the scientist name, symbol, value, what is the value of this quantum numbers, and then significance. You should finish each quantum number in this 4 subheadings. Okay, heading the quantum number, who proposed the quantum number, and what is the symbol for that quantum number, and what's the values for that quantum number, and what is the significance finally. Okay, and keep in mind what is the difference between what you are writing over there, which quantum number explains as orbit and which quantum number explains as orbital. Principal quantum number explains us about the orbit, and orbital quantum number, that means azimuthal quantum number L, indicates us or tells us about the orbitals. Orbitals are S, P, D, F. You should no need to write these definitions, orbit, orbital, and these hints. Just for this question, you should write up to here. This is enough. Okay, is it clear? This is all about the quantum numbers. See here, quantum numbers are derived from solving Schrodinger wave equation from here to, and the significance of spin quantum number. That's enough. Okay, if you like my video, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you.